as we end a year, well, we end a chapter, certainly. We end a chapter in the history of our life, and we open a new chapter with the new year. I'm going to speak to you today on spiritual ideas for a new year. You know, every year, most of us have resolutions for the new year, and that's a good thing. You want to try to improve in all areas, make your life better, more productive, more holy. And so I'm going to share with you some very basic ideas. You know, the good thing, the best thing about an idea, if it's a good idea, is you put it in practice. It doesn't do you a bit of good to let it go in one ear and out the other. One thing is absolutely certain. Time is a gift. And in many respects, time is all we have. God gives us the gift of time. What do we give back to Him? It's an investment in a sense. God makes an investment in each one of us. Gives us time. Might be a little time in the case of some people, might be a relatively long time. You know, whether you live to be 10 days old or 100 years old. God gives a gift of time to each unique, precious, and unrepeatable human being. And quite honestly, we will be called to give an account of how we use that time. So, as a new year dawns, what are we going to do? We have to do an analysis of your spiritual life. That's people do this concerning their financial situation. Certainly, your financial situation is of some importance. You have to support a family. You may have kids going to college and so forth. So you take stock of things. You review things. You step back and look. You see, let's see, where am I financially, or where am I professionally in your career, your job, your trade. But more important than any of that, and there's some importance to those other things. I'm not saying there's not. But the most important thing is your spiritual life. Because let's face it, at the end, when we check out, when we pass from time to eternity, that's the only thing that's going to matter. You know, how you spend your time now will determine how you spend your eternity eventually. That's how important it is. So we have some ideas for a more spiritual new year. Now, as we begin the new year, you note on the church's calendar, the liturgical calendar, it doesn't say New Year's Day on the church calendar, January 1st. It says it's the solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. That's how the new year begins for us as Catholics. It's the solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. Remember, we're still in the octave of Christmas. And so we're still to be celebrating the great feast of Christmas. But on January 1st, every year starts off with that solemnity of Mary, the Mother of God. How little the Mother of Jesus is honored in your average place on New Year's Day. I rather suspect a lot of places the Mother of God takes second place to bowl games. And I don't have anything against football. I like to watch a good football game. Nothing wrong with bowl games. That's great. Make sure your priorities are straight as you begin the new year, January 1st. We honor the Mother of Jesus. You know, Jesus is Lord. He's God. Jesus is God and Son of God. She's His mother. And so we have that beautiful title, Theotokos, or Mother of God.